What kind, boy?
Who we got Derek FDB, weirdest movies I've ever watched, boy. The thumbnail. That shit had fucking sausage party on that thing, boy. That movie is gotta be one of the craziest movies I've ever watched, bruh. I don't know what going on in Seth Rogen's mind, boy, but he needs to get started, like, say, on some real shit, boy.
You know, I've watched a lot of weird movies. Random ones, confusing ones, disturbing ones. I never asked myself, out of all those movies I've watched, which movie is the weirdest? And that's what we'll be going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be revisiting the weirdest movies I've watched.
Yo, this movie right here, boy. I went into this movie thinking it's gonna be like a fucking boss movie, like a drug movie, you know, moving weed or something. This motherfucker, this whole movie was about this was fucking dick, sir. Like the whole movie is about his dick getting cut off and them trying to transport the dick without it dying. What type of shit is that?
Watched and the ones that y'all have sent in, so we can find.
Oh, that movie I haven't even watched, but I can't
come to a conclusion and find out, you know, which movie was the weirdest. So grab your popcorn, get your stuffed animal, because it's a long video and it's gonna get weird. This first one comes in from Gabriel Penna on YouTube, who says, "Toy Story? What did Toy Story do?"
Toy Story is a classic, bro.
Is what I also thought at first. I never found Toy Story weird, not in the slightest.
Hold on.
But then I took it to my head and squinted a little, and I can low-key see it. As a kid, it would seem dope, you know, my toys walking around, having their own lives, going on little adventures when I'm not around. That's fire. But when you're grown, this is not tough. It'd be one thing if they were openly showing me they were alive, but these dudes are secretive about it just because they think people might freak out or something. That's ridiculous.
I'm alive. My toys came alive when I was a light here. I'm like, that shit fire, bro. What the fuck?
Of course we gonna freak out. You talking about a gang of
nah, boy. I'm that shit fire, bro.
Creatures that can walk and talk and experience a deep range of emotions and stuff.
No, if your toys did come alive, bro, do you tell people about it or do you keep it to yourself? Me personally, I'm keeping it to myself, bro. Like, do I keep it to myself? Yeah, I'm keeping it to myself.
We see them happy, see them sad. We even see them angry. We saw Woody get mad at Buzz when he was getting more attention from Andy in the first one. In the second one, we see that old fat farmer toy get mad at Woody for trying to mess up his
that motherfucker is crazy. I need to stop pausing, bro.
And in the third one, which is the scariest, we see that Lotso is mad at Hugh.
This motherfucker is pure. Is it him thinking about that right one? This motherfucker pure evil, boy.
Humans. Y'all understand why that would be a bad thing, right? These dudes can grow to resent us. So imagine if one day I decide I don't want my toys no more, which to them is like damn near a death sentence. And these dudes decide in an act of revenge to turn me into a victim of a Toy Story creepypasta or something. I wouldn't like that. Or what if it's even pettier than that? I don't know. Mr. Potato Head don't like how I'll be playing with Mrs. Potato Head, so he decides to line both of us. It's talking.
Hey, yo, how you playing now? How you playing with Mrs. Potato Head that he is jealous? Like, say, what you doing to Mr. Potato Head? Like, say.
Toys, people, you don't know. Also, even from the toys perspective, it's just weird. I remember watching a MatPat video back in the day talking about it, and we're pretty much like their purpose. They exist for our amusement, so they have to kind of let us do whatever we want with them. And I know y'all were normal kids for, like, you know, the most part, but I need some kids back in elementary that will make their Barbies and Power Rangers do some weird stuff. But
those kids are definitely on a list or something today, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Like, say, I ain't never done none of that shit, boy. What the fuck?
I mean, who could blame us? Curiosity killed the cat. But yeah, it'd be pretty weird if they were alive. Zootopia. Now this one may be a surprise to y'all because it's such a popular film. It's a Disney movie about a society of animal people, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. Didn't the second one come out? I won't lie, the first one, how old was I when I watched? I don't even know, bro. It was back in there. I enjoyed this shit, I won't lie.
Bunnies, giraffes, donkeys, almost every animal.
I don't know, I haven't watched it recently too.
You can see why it's so popular,
it's good or not.
But I regret to inform y'all, it's weird. Don't get me wrong though, it's an enjoyable movie with the usual Disney twist villain and a really powerful message about the prejudice minorities could face. You know, I liked it, but I can't.
You know what was a fire animated movie, boy, that came out? Elemental. That shit was fire to me, bro. Like the whole message behind it and
Help
everything.
but think Mickey knew what this would create. He knew where the money was. He knew who the target demographic was. Those dang furries. I was like 13.
Yo, I will stand on this till the day I die, boy. Furries are fucking weird. They say y'all are disgusting to me. They say y'all don't deserve. Boy, I will never understand it, and I will never will. They say you want to fuck animals. They say you are weird and disgusting. They say get your life again.
At the time this movie released, and I already knew this thing was gonna do post-mortem numbers in the furry community. Yeah, that's right. My problem with this movie is not the movie itself. It's the community it created. Y'all know I don't like judging people on this channel.
No, they deserve to get judged, bro. Fuck them and everything they stand for.
Often. But the Zootopia fandom is weird. Like, come on, bro. What is this? Or this? Or this? Like, what the? Y'all can.
What the fuck is this? Who is this that motherfucker, boy? What the fuck?
Call me a crazy conspiracy theorist, but I know they played into it on purpose. Like, they literally have this one scene in the movie where our main characters go to like this yoga place and every animal there has no clothes on. Like, they're meant to be naked. I get it's supposed to be funny, haha, but pause. You got elephant poom poom all up in your face. Like, talking about some yoga. What kind of sick cover up is this? This is a Diddy party for animals. Another movie I found weird was Hoodwink. You see, this one also has a large...
Low-key. Nah, this is a classic, boy. This motherfucker saying all the weird shit is classic. All the classics is weird. Okay, Zootopia another classic. But Toy Story. And this thing, yeah, but this thing, I remember the first time watching this, I was like, what the fuck? But I was so intrigued. Say, I was young.
Animal cast, but it doesn't have a weird fan base like Zootopia. And it's low-key peak. Like, the movie is
It is, boy. It is.
genuinely enjoyable. It's just... it's a huge fever dream. It's more of a what is even going on kind of weird. This movie's a spin on the Little Red Riding Hood story, but instead of it being the classic, oh, Granny got turned into a wolf again, it's a whodunit movie. A mystery movie where we go through the perspectives of the entire...
This thing gave me Shrek vibes for some reason, but like obviously like fucking trash ass CGI or whatever you call it thing, but I don't know, give me like Shrek vibes.
cast. Little Red, the grandma, the wolf, a lumberjack, and a squirrel. To find
And seeing everything play out, like all the storylines just go like the way they did the story, like the one motherfucker did, even right
the
here,
entire
bruh.
cast. Little Red, the grandma, the wolf, a lumberjack.
Like this motherfucker was on his own story, then in the background this motherfucker was running, leading to his story. Boy, this thing was a fire movie, boy.
He's from around the woods. Now, while the plot of this movie is simple, these characters are all over the place. Little Red now knows karate, like she's a part of Cobra Kai or something. The grandma, instead of being a helpless grandma, is like this action movie adrenaline junkie.
That's what makes this movie so fire,
The big
boy.
bad wolf isn't bad at all and is voiced by the guy from Emperor's New Groove. The lumberjack isn't a lumberjack, he's an aspiring actor. And the squirrel, this dude is clearly off that snow. These characters
See
are
what I'm saying? Is give me Shrek vibes.
ridiculous. They even got that one goat that went viral on TikTok. The did I do? Thank you.
That motherfucker, that goat made me get into country music for like 2 days, but then I never thought of it again.
Another thing for me was this movie's animation, because it's like really bad. Like sometimes it's hilariously bad, but other times it was just scary. This movie also reminded me of how silly the original Red Riding Hood
because I was hella young, so I got creeped out in some scenes. I won't lie to
story
you.
is-
Like the senior fucking, I don't know why. How old was I? Oh my god. I was young boy. I was 2 years, but I didn't watch it when I was 2, but I was young, boy. This shit creeped me the fuck up.
is because if you can mistake your grandma for an 180-pound wolf, then that says something about your granny. I'm sorry. Take her to a Brazilian wax place or something, because that's gross. This next one comes in from Mr. Stinky99 on YouTube, who told me to watch the movie Cats. Mr. Stinky, go
I never watched
bro.
it.
Don't be proud of that. Put a Mr. in front of
McLovin.
Stinky. Don't be proud. And before I get into this one, y'all already know how I feel about this furry stuff. And y'all know I'm allergic to cats. And this movie is literally all about humanoid cats. Mr. Stinky99. When I catch you, I'm not gonna lie, I can see why this movie did horrible in theaters. It's literally a musical about cats who are I don't even know what they're trying to do.
It's a musical.
This one, because the whole time watching this, I was too busy being uncomfortable because of these cats' designs. Like, am I tripping, or does this look kind of sexual? Ugh. I already mentioned to y'all last video was Zootopia that this furry stuff be throwing me off, but this is even worse than Zootopia, because at least in Zootopia the animals are moving like humans.
Yo, I want to start watching videos. I mean, not videos, movies, and doing like catching it up and shit. I think that would be fire, because there's spam movies I haven't watched
And have clothes.
and even shows.
Except that one scene. But in this one, these are real humans moving like animals, hissing at each other, making cat noises, walking on all fours, and they're like kind of naked. To make things worse, the real humans in this cast are some pretty popular people. Rebel
Yeah, I was about to
Wilson,
say.
Jason Derulo, I'm not that surprised about that one. Idris Elba, and one no one would have ever expected, Taylor Swift. Yeah, she's in the movie. And guess what? As another cat. Hear me out though. I just can't watch this. There's nothing technically inappropriate about this movie because they just cats. Cats are always naked, but it just doesn't feel right. And I don't want to hear no one say, you only hating because you allergic. I'll have you know, even though these dudes nearly kill me.
Technically, cats are naked. They got the motherfucking Egyptian healers, whatever the fuck cats. Them motherfuckers are perverts, boy. I just can't prove it yet.
I still think cats are cute. I even took care of a stray mama cat when I was a kid back in DR. Gave her milk and everything. RIP. But bro, you can't expect me to like cats this much. Some cat moms out there though, I wouldn't be surprised. All I'm saying is you won't see a movie this weird come from a dog lover. That's all I'm saying. This next one is sent in by MM from the Discord. MM, my dog.
I got 5 of them.
Send this? Off the rip, this movie is different because instead of it being in English,
Oh hell nah.
It's in Norwegian. That already made me scratch my head at it. It's about a Norwegian dude named Christian who owns a dog, but as you can tell, that's not a freaking dog. It's just a dude in a suit. It's supposed to be like one of those my partner identifies as a dog type of situations. Y'all know those videos.
This nigga gay and a furry. Oh,
and I know the Bible says love thy neighbor, and I do love my neighbors. But bro, if I visited my mom's house and saw this as her pet, all the love is gone. I can't rock with this. I'm not gonna lie. This one has to be the worst one so far. It's worse than any of the ones from the last.
Screenshots of the movies
have weird movies.
Been crazy. What is this movie?
Weird. With cats, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's really just a musical with some oddly erotic looking cats. But this one, look, man, why would you say this? I thought y'all rocked with me. I go over a lot of horror movies on this channel, and this movie made me feel more uneasy than any of the ones I've been over. Every scene of the dog next to the owner, or eating, or chilling in bed with him, just grosses me the heck out. Am I bugging? I just don't want to see it.
This is motherfucking bot or some shit, bruh.
I almost didn't finish watching it until I seen how deep this plot gets. Man, it gets deep. So the owner of the dog in this movie, this is like normal to him. Owning Frank, that's the dog's name, is just regular to him. Like you can go down to freaking Petco and pick one of them up. So when he gets to scrolling on Tinder and matches with this shorty, he introduces her to Frank like it's regular, like he's introducing like a family Yorkie or something. And
hold on. Yo, I'm thinking about it now, bruh. I think I watched this video before. Cause no, it was this one. Oh no, it was this one. Nah, this is a new video.
The girl is obviously, thankfully, weirded out. So she lets him know. He says okay, I'll be high all the time, so I don't. All the right decisions have been made for now. But then she finds out our boy, I take that back, he's not my boy. The dude Christian is a multi-millionaire. And you already know how some ladies be when it comes to that cheddar. So guess what she does? She goes back. Yup, this pissed me off too. It was right here where I almost stopped watching. But then it got a little interesting. So the girl Sigrid, that's her name, eventually adjusts to this weird lifestyle because Christian tells her that's his childhood friend who wanted to live like this and blah, 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 blah. So she's cool chilling with Christian and Frank and she starts adjusting until one day Christian decides to take all 3 of them up to this cabin he has for, you know, a little weekend getaway. And while up there, he tells Sigrid, no phones, you know, you want to disconnect, be in nature, enjoy the moments. So Sigrid agreed.
Looking at my videos on this thing, you haven't posted in mine, but we back on the grind. Gonna be more shit coming out here. Nah, I haven't watched this shit.
Already sensed the weird stuff coming. And that very same night, after having a couple of drinks, Christian walks out the room and leaves Sigrid alone with the dog. And in a turn of events,
What the fuck is this motherfucker gonna do, boy?
the dog doesn't attack Sigrid or anything weird like that. He actually warned her. He tells her this weird dog thing going on. He didn't want to do this. He's being forced to, cause Christian is a psycho. I told y'all, I guess.
Oh,
Deep.
hell no.
I told y'all. This movie subverts your expectations to the max. Instead of the dog being like this killer furry thing, it's actually the owner who turns out to be the sicko. Which low-key kind of makes sense. If you into this type of lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're capable of anything. But it does not end there, because this movie also has one of the most disturbing endings I've seen in a minute. So after finding out Frank is not willingly being a good boy, Sigrid eventually escapes after Frank gave her a window of opportunity. But
And that's why he said no phones.
realizing he's probably being
This motherfucker on some Diddy serial killer shit, boy.
tortured, she goes back
Nah, it can't be Diddy, because Diddy fucking pictured everything. Or was that Epstein? I think it was both of them.
to save him. And that was her worst mistake. After knocking out Christian while saving Frank, we see Christian get back up and knock her out. Should've just left, my girl. You should've just left. We then get a mini time skip. How far into the future? We don't know yet. But what we do see is Christian feeding Frank like normal. Okay, that's kind of sad to see, but it's still expected. But then we see Christian head to the barn outside and feed another dog. Yup, y'all know who's in that suit. It's Sigurd, who has been turned into
Fuck
another
no.
dog human just like Frank. Oh my girl, you should have just left. But, it's not over. Because when Christian gets back in the house, we see a third bowl. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The second he put the third bowl down, I already knew what was about to happen. Call me a genius, call it my sixth sense, or call it predictable, but I just knew. The person that approaches that third bowl is a baby.
We need to lock up whoever directed, screenplay, or wrote, produced. What the fuck did I just hear? What the fuck did I just see?
Specifically, Christian and Sigrid's
Oh,
baby,
no.
who he's raising as a dog. Oh my. How could these get any worse? The next one up, I was gonna go over it regardless.
How do you even find that movie, Derek FPD? How the fuck does it even happen?
But shout out to Mr. Edder for suggesting it.
Oh,
You
the
Arabic,
fucking
my boy?
subscribers.
Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Dominican. Minecraft. Man. Before I talk about this movie, I need to tell
This
y'all
is it,
how
right?
much I loved Minecraft as a kid.
I haven't
Y'all
watched
don't
the movie yet.
understand. Every day after elementary, I'd come home
I don't
and
think I'm
watch
gonna watch
Skylar's
it all,
Minecraft and Team Crafted, play Cops and Robbers, or Hunger Games, or just a mod review. These videos, this game made me want to be a YouTuber. Obviously that was before everything that happened with Sky, but that doesn't change the fact that I loved it. Bro, I love this game so
I don't
much.
know what that
I
is.
had worlds where I would build homes for my grandparents like they were gonna play with me. They don't know what Minecraft is, but that's just how much I loved it. I thought anybody could play it. So for me last year to see a Minecraft movie trailer, I was hyped. It meant the world to me. You know, about 10 years too late for me, but I was still hyped. But then I saw
When I look that I'm blowing the smoke outside my window.
Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa as Jason Momoa. Oh my goodness, they ruined my childhood. Or so I thought. As some of y'all may have seen on my community,
What the fuck was that?
they
That shit
ruined my
look,
childhood. Or so I thought. As some of y'all may
nah, that shit look cursed, boy. Got the fucking Anthony Davis eyebrows too, bruh.
have seen on my community post or on my IG, I went to watch it this weekend. And honestly, it
What the fuck? Noggin on him, boy.
wasn't terrible. I might even say it was an enjoyable experience. I'm not saying it's a cinematic masterpiece. It's not The Godfather or anything. But with a decently sized crowd and some friends who've played Minecraft and don't take stuff too seriously, you'll enjoy it. Like honestly, the movie had no depth to it. The storyline was bland. It was really just Jack Black doing funny faces and line deliveries. But bro, that was probably the funnest theater experience I've had since No Way Home. Like no joke, in my theater,
Let me tell you something. South Africa motherfuckers don't really be like cheering and fucking all that shit for movies. See, motherfuckers be laughing, but they don't do too much. No Way Home was the first time I was in a cinema in South Africa, in Durban, boy. And motherfuckers were cheering, were fucking. There was like animated, like fucking loud and shit. Boy, that movie, that's gotta be one of the best movies I've seen in the actual fucking cinema, boy.
Every time
That shit was cinema, boy.
they made a reference to something, everyone would just start applauding. I am Steve. Flint and Steel.
Yeah, I'm not watching this movie.
Chicken jockey.
I'm not watching this movie.
I'm serious too. This dude Steve could have taken a dump on screen and they still would have applauded. And that's what this movie was. It was a they did the thing movie and it was great. My favorite scenes were the one at the ending where the villain kept trying to sneak attack Steve and kept failing. That one genuinely made me laugh. They also had this little side story with this villager who accidentally goes into the real world, and after he gets freaking hit by a car, he ends up falling in love with Jennifer Coolidge and they get married the next day. Like it was
Is that the state that was in Muppets?
so random. And of course, the Technoblade tribute, that was sweet. W to Sebastian, the kid who played Henry, for suggesting it. Literally only issues I have with this movie, besides the, the chaotic plot, is one, there was too many spider jockeys, and their spawn rate isn't that high in the game. And two, there was this weird scene during the Elytra sequence where Jack Black and Jason Momoa started 69ing to get through a small hole. Like, are we serious, bro? I had to watch this in 3D. Minecraft movie, for what it is, though, it was enjoyable. I'm actually glad it was random and goofy and not how I played Minecraft. Man, the way I treat my villagers. But yeah, it was good. But although weird, this movie was only the tip of the iceberg compared to the other movies y'all sent. And I just kind of wanted to review it. This next one comes in from Jake Foxer from the Discord, who not only submitted a movie, but made a special request for me to shout out his dog who sadly passed away. What if I say no? Nah, I'm just kidding. I lost my boy Brownie, so I know how you feel. So to show our boy Jake some love, everyone comment down below RIP Bailey. I'm sending you and your family my condolences, my boy. And the movie he submitted was Meth Gator. Come on, Jake. A movie about an alligator that ate so much meth that it grew to 30 feet and now kills.
In a way, this the same fucking universe as fucking Cocaine Bear, but I need to watch that shit. That shit look funny as shit to watch.
People, because they wants more meth. I miss Velocipaster. Movies like this just baffle me because it's like script writers, directors. Were y'all on meth when y'all thought of this? And this isn't the only one of these movies either. This type of movie damn near has its own category.
Nah, that's just the type of movie you need. That though, you need that. That's the whole the charm of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't want to watch Meth Gator, there's also Meth Crabs, Cocaine Shark, Cocaine Bear, which I heard is the best one.
Cocaine Shark. Motherfuckers took. Wasn't there a movie about that? Was that the same movie? I think it was the same movie. Oh shit.
In Cougar, Cocaine Crabs from outer space, and the most ridiculous one of all, Crack-Coon. Come on, y'all. Crack. They know what they was doing with that last one. What be blowing my mind the most though is these are all actual movies, like in length. Like Crack-Coon is an hour and a half. An hour and a half of what? Like, I know most of these are about just the animal killing people, but bro, what else is there? The next movie is sent in by the homie Joe on IG. Some of y'all may know him. He's a pretty popular guy. And the movie he sent in is Velocipaster. This is definitely a movie. This movie is a low budget movie, and I mean very low budget. About an ex-pastor who, after losing his parents to an accident, this is the accident by the way, because they couldn't afford fire effects for this movie. He drives, yes, drives to China to help rediscover his faith. And after getting attacked by ninjas, yes, ninjas, he's handed this tooth that credits him with the ability to become a dinosaur. Yes, a dinosaur. This movie is so random. I thought Hoodwick was crazy.
What the fuck did I just hear, bro? No, bro. That's one of the funniest plot lines I've ever heard, boy.
But the plot of this movie is literally
that's some shit like that's some shit we would make over here, bro.
The pastor Doug and his hooker girlfriend Carol, I'm not even being mean by the way, she's actually a prostitute, are on a mission to take down this church. Why, you may be asking? Well, because the church is ran by this ninja clan who, by using Christianity and Coca-Cola, plan on achieving world domination. I didn't make any of that up. I'm not gonna lie, for all its craziness, this was one of the funnest ones to watch of the video. The dinosaur suit looked so bad that it was actually hilarious. They also had funny random scenes that didn't make any sense. Like at the end when this ninja attacks Carol, but then he just starts crying. Like, bro, wasn't y'all go to kill her? Or even before that, when Doug arrives.
No, I won't lie. I'll fuck with this movie, bro. I'll fuck with it. I won't lie, bro. Like, there's some shit we would watch, like, just drunk or fucking high as shit, bro. Just with the boys and shit, boy.
To confront the ninjas and finds out one of them is his brother. Like, okay? And then he just kills him with no remorse, not even a frown, nothing. Alright, this is one of those movies that's good to watch with friends if you got nothing else.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying,
I say.
boy.
And honestly, time well spent. This next one comes in from aura.tile on Instagram, who submitted the movie The Package and says, pure trauma
Oh, this thing, your boy.
I got from watching this. And you want to pass that on to us, right? In this one, we follow a group of teens who are going on a camping trip. And before I even get to the actual stuff, let me just tell y'all how weird this movie is within the first 5 minutes. When one of the teens is about to leave his crib and he's saying bye to his family, Korn just starts playing on the TV. No joke. One of his friends' screen mirrors or like connects via Bluetooth or something and starts straight up playing BBW Korn. First few minutes, right in front of his family. So keep that in mind. So yeah, we follow these teens going on a camping trip and everything's going smoothly. They say,
this motherfucker right here creep me out. Like this motherfucker look like a child pervert, bro.
the camp, bust open the
Only a lot of people perverts in this video. I'm realizing.
cold ones, and then
I'm not gonna.
one of them actually cuts off their piece. Why do y'all send me this stuff? This movie's not about a camping trip at all. It's about a group of teenagers who have to help their friend reattach his Johnson after he cut it off. That's the whole movie. Just them running around, looking for it, dropping it, and trying to get it back to him in perfect condition. This is so weird. There's literally a scene where like a venomous snake bites the thing and you know what you gotta do to get the poison out, right? Yeah, I'm done talking about this one. For those wondering though, he did get his Johnson back. He's good. B movie. This one was sent in by Ken from the Discord server last video. What's good, Ken? And I spoke about it a bit last time. I didn't get to really dive in deep. You know, get into the nitty gritty. We all know B movie, a movie about a bee named Barry who after graduating college and not wanting to get stuck in a boring job, meets a human and accidentally discovers that humans consume and use honey. And so he decides to
oh nah, I know exactly what this motherfucker gonna talk about. This sticky was fucking. She was in love with a bee, boy. She left a human boyfriend for a bee. You know how crazy that is. You know how crazy that would feel to that Joe Johnson, the motherfucker, the other dude, bruh. Like my bitch left me for a bee, my nigga. I was supposed to play the sound, but I forgot. Fuck it.
To the entire human race. Don't know how that makes sense, but you know, it's B movie. There's a lot of weird stuff in this movie, and I mean a lot. Bees out here whipping cars when they can fly. Bees going to college for some reason. Bees even out here dating their cousins. That's probably the most relatable one. But what I really want to talk about in this movie is I don't even know what to call it. The situationship, the love triangle between Barry, Vanessa, and Ken. Bro, this is inexcusable. You know how messed up it is that Ken, I just realized y'all got the same name, Ken. Ken has to just sit there and tolerate his girl chilling.
That motherfucker pretty traumatizing. So that's probably why he mentioned B movie.
With cooking for and getting rizzed by his allergies. It's already bad enough that he's not human, but she's pretty much leaving him for the enemy. That would be like me coming home and walking in on my girl in bed with a shrimp or a cat or a shrimp cat. I would be sick. The most messed up part is in this movie, the boyfriend can
damn, Derek, you're allergic to two animals, bro. Like that's kind of crazy, boy. Like if it was in a caveman times, you'd be gone, boy. Two animals you're allergic to. That's fucked up, boy.
And he's supposed to be like the one that's tripping. He's the goofy.
Me at least only one is prawns or like fucking shellfish. You know what I'm saying? I just don't go touch the ocean. I never was because I don't know how to swim. So I'm a land mammal, except I'm a be a land mammal. You fucking cats are everywhere, except you fuck. And shrimp, where you gonna survive, except you can't fly.
Over the top, the one we all laughed at as a kid. Haha, he's bad, his girl's into bees. But no, he's the only sensible one. What do a bee and a human even have in common? As much as racist people say otherwise, none of us come in shades of yellow. I can see why he crashed out and tried to kill Barry. This is ridiculous. And before any of y'all say, Barry didn't have romantic feelings for Vanessa. Oh yeah? Then why does this movie have a deleted scene where Barry is trying to call off their wedding that he planned? Oh, bet you ain't know about that, did you? Sausage party. I'm sure some of y'all remember this one, and if you don't, good. Don't remember. It's about these sentient food and grocery store items who see us humans as gods. Stop it, bro. Even Celtics fans go grocery shopping from time to time, and those are the least godly things on earth. And after a group of them find out what humans really be doing with our food, they start trying to warn the other items. And this movie's like the dark.
Yo, so we got 3 puppies. And there's one puppy always fucking fighting with 2 other puppies, except to fucking Motherfuckers are naughty motherfucker.
Toy Story for foods, because we really see how messed up stuff looks from their perspective. Like they had this whole scene that looked like Omaha Beach on D-Day with grapes, Oreos, PB&J all getting brutally murked, and it looks super intense and super scary and super sad, when in reality it was just a cleanup on aisle 5. But this movie really did have me feeling bad for my food. Like if I had known my salami and plantains were really going through it like that, then I wouldn't have. No, that's a lie. I'm still eating them. But weirdest of all, this movie had me worried that my salami and plantains might be trying to get freaky deaky with each other. Yes, that's the weirdest part of this movie. It's not what us humans do to our food or the literal evil douche running around. It's all the freaky tension throughout this movie. Like these food items were itching to get one in. And don't get me wrong, it's funny. But that is a scary concept if you ask me. I would hate to have finished doing groceries and the second I walk out my kitchen, these dudes start trying to get their freak on. Like imagine just hearing The Weeknd come from your fridge and you don't know what's going on. And the movie wasn't subtle about it either. I mean, the title, bruh. Read the title. We literally follow a wiener and a curvy hot dog bun and their goal is to get up inside each other. I'm not pausing that. That's actually their goal. And all this tension builds up and gets released. You see, I'll pause that one. Pause on that. At the very end of the movie where we got the freakiest, most adult, most out-of-pocket
boy, I was lost for words when I saw this shit,
food
boy.
scene in any movie ever. I literally can't show this, so I'm gonna throw up a huge censored bagel or something and break down what happens. But be warned, it's graphic. So first, the wiener and the bun start all over the top shelf in front of everyone, and then out of nowhere the taco comes in with her leg and so then the other foods are like, damn, I don't want to be left out. So then they all start at an obtuse angle and then they and just when you thought it was over, the bagel comes in and with his elbow and then he it was crazy. I mean, even the juice was all over the place. And in the end,
this
they all
movie
just
was crazy, boy.
at the same time. So it was pretty much a Diddy party for foods. But those are the more silly animated movies. That's not the ones that are hard to watch. Like a movie like The Human Centipede.
I haven't watched this shit, but I heard stories about this shit, bro.
I mean, the title pretty much tells you a crazy scientist wanted to make a human centipede for some reason, so he made a human centipede for some reason. If you want to know more about how it works, just watch that South Park episode. I'm not even gonna recommend the movie. This next one, guys, I actually had to put down for a few hours and come back to it, so you know, warning to my female viewers for this one. I mean, warning to all of you, but especially my female viewers. It's very uncomfortable. This next one comes in from Ali Grijalva _56 on Instagram. I hope I said your name right. Who sent in the movie Teeth. Girl with teeth in her. Okay. So as Ali said, this movie's about a girl who's, you know, her box.
No, I'm thinking about it like, that's fucked up.
It has teeth in it. Yeah, I know. It's grosser than it sounds. But let me tell you, this movie, although listed as a horror comedy, there is nothing comedic about this movie at all. It's not even scary either. It's just uncomfortable and gross. Like honestly, after Good Boy, I didn't think it could get any worse. But y'all never failed to impress. Literally the scariest part of this movie, if you still want to deem it a horror movie, is not even the teeth in her poom poom. It's having to see the main character go through hella traumatic stuff. Like, I really gotta dislike you to laugh at your suffering. I don't know this girl. There's nothing funny about this. Well, there's that one funny scene, but besides that, matter of fact, I'll let you know how weird this movie is. The dude who screams that line, is a male gynecologist who, after inspecting our main character, gets his fingers bitten off. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing you are. Male gynecologist? Why is that even a thing? In this movie, the main character, Dawn, pretty much discovers in a not so cool way that her teeth are like a defense mechanism that when provoked, will bite. AKA, cut off dude's willies. Yeah, I know, gave me flash.
I didn't even think about that. I thought it was just like uncomfortable, like just like there, bruh. She had control of it. That motherfucker got a mind of its own.
Flashbacks to Candyman. And although this may seem like a curse, the main character discovers it's low-key a superpower. Because not only does she discover that the teeth only activate when bad stuff is happening, meaning she can still lead a normal life in the future, but by the end of the movie, after Dawn enacts her revenge on these two dudes by, you know, chopping off their Vienna sausages. One was her stepbrother, by the way, and his dog ended up eating said chopped off Vienna sausage, by the way. Dawn skips town and we see Dawn plans on using her teeth as some sort of vigilante, punishing
she's using her teeth for good, boy. That's
weirdos
crazy.
out there in the world by chopping off their bing bongs. I mean, Cool. Another one of those hard to watch ones is Midsummer. And I'm saying it now. If you're a kid, please avoid this movie. And if you're an adult, definitely avoid this movie. Unless you go through some form of mind strengthening training, just don't watch it. This movie is the definition of uncomfortable. It touches upon and shows up.
The fuck, this shit so far look like a fucking fairy tale, like a fantasy type
Bunch
shit.
of stuff that could get this video the age restriction of death. So YouTube, please chill. This movie's about this girl named Danny and her boyfriend who are not in the happiest of relationships, I'll say. They're a little toxic and the boyfriend might not love her anymore. And after Danny goes through her very own Sasuke Uchiha origin story, like, it was bad. Her boyfriend and some friends go up to Sweden for this super rare once in a blue moon midsummer festival. And when they get there, that's when stuff gets weird. The people in this village are pretty much a cult with these weird practices like euthanizing their elders, making some strong like Bloody Marys, I'll say, taking hallucinogens, and debatably, the worst one, human sacrifices. Surprise, this cult is a murderous one. And these dudes do not play. They killed one dude for trying to take a picture of their sacred text, which is like, might be a little understandable, but kill him? Then they murked the couple that came with them for just trying to leave. They drowned the girlfriend and performed the blood eagle on the boyfriend. I don't know if y'all know what the blood eagle is, but it's bad. Then they killed one dude for peeing on a tree. Like, come on, bruh. He's giving back to nature. These cult people are evil. They're sick. Like, what's going on, PewDiePie? I thought Swedish people were chill. And that wasn't even the worst of it yet. The worst of it was the ending of the movie. So after all their friends got brutally packed up, all that's left is Danny and her boyfriend, who are both mentally shattered at this point. If it's not from all them drugs, it's from those strong drinks. And after Danny witnesses what looks like her boyfriend cheating on her, and I say looks like because I assure you that is not what was happening at all. The village people crown her the queen of the Midsummer Festival. She gets the choice to sacrifice her now paralyzed cheater boyfriend, and yes, they did paralyze him, or a random sweet old innocent villager. And obviously she chooses the boyfriend. This scene is just so messed up because it's like, okay, he's not the best person, but if you know the context,
why would you came here with him though? Yeah, I get it, cheated and shit, but like, it's all and versus a cult, bruh, and you took out your only other ally. It's kind of crazy.
Of what Danny saw happen in that room, this is just a huge misunderstanding. The dude did not cheat on her. It was more like he was being forced to cheat, if you get what I'm saying. Then after Danny's decision, they burn all the sacrifices in this like triangle building. All the Swedish people start screaming and dancing, and Danny smiles, finally feeling content. Content in quotations, because she pretty much lost her mind. When you finish this movie, it's just like, what did I just watch? Then you realize this movie was made by the same dude who made Hereditary and The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. And if you've never seen that film, now that's a weird film. This next one comes in from May Raney. I'm awful. I'ma just call you May, who submitted the movie Old 2021. Now, I already seen this movie before May here sent it in, and I like it. It's not the best, it's not the worst, I like it. But May is right. This movie is a bit weird. If you never watched it, we follow this not so happy, the parents are divorcing, but still pretty happy family who are on vacation on this unnamed resort island. And this island is pretty freaking nice. Free drinks, friendly staff, beautiful views. This place is
free drinks at an island. That shit
is nice. Or should I?
You kind of, I'll be so like curious, like why do I got free drinks on this island, bro?
I say was because apparently this resort was so nice and friendly that this ginger dude, who I think is like the owner or something of this resort, offered the family exclusive access to a private beach as long as they can.
See all this shit happening, like everything for free now, boy. Nah, this shit not feeling right to me, bruh.
Kept it a secret. Yeah, if you're on vacation, don't do this. Don't do anything that wasn't already on your itinerary, okay? That's how you get kidnapped. Even if it's the friendliest looking Spanish dude coming up to you saying, Papi, we have doom buggy. No. I'm good, Papi, I'm good. The family obviously agrees because it's a movie, you know. But when they get to this nice, tropical, beautiful beach, that's when stuff gets weird. First, when they get there, they realize that trustworthy ginger fellow from earlier lied. They weren't the only ones on the beach. There's a whole other family, a couple, and a rapper. Secondly, the dad from the other family that got invited was obviously racist. Like, I'm not even dragging it, bro. He literally saw a black dude sitting on the beach with them and said, you know what? He's British, by the way. You know what? The sun's actually a little hot here. Let's move somewhere else. Ain't even trying to hide it. And thirdly, which might be the biggest deal of all of them, people start dying on the beach. Yeah, first it's a random blonde lady, the mid-size.
I know that motherfucker. He do. I know who he accused next.
Dan was with. If you're asking why I'm calling him that, that's literally his name in the movie, Midsize Sedan. But yeah, her death makes everyone think there's a murderer on the beach. But when the grandma dies, like just straight up dies, like she was laying down and boom, dead, they realize something weirder may be going on. And when the parents go get their kids so they can leave, that's when they finally see it. This beach was making them older. Yeah, this junk is like the hyperbolic time chamber. 30 minutes on this beach is equivalent to a year of their lives. So after 2.5 hours on it, everyone aged like, you know, at least a year. And that's the weird part about this movie to me. I don't know about Mate Randy, maybe it's the whole ginger fellow thing, but to me, it's the concept. A beach that makes you age extremely fast. Like, I have so many questions about that. If time's going fast, how come they not all starving? Would all of them have hot breath because they technically haven't brushed their teeth in years? It's just too many good questions I could ask. But the one that racks my brain the most is, how does it feel? Like, how does it feel to age or become old that fast?
But you don't gotta worry about that, Derek. You're already old, Unc.
Especially as one of the kids, how would that feel? Like, I imagine physically it would hurt, your arms and legs growing that fast. It's like, But mentally, that junk gotta mess you up. Like, they'll still have the mind of a 6 and 11-year-old, but they'll be experiencing the hormones and identity crisis of teenagers and the misery and stress of adults, all in the span of like a soccer game. Oh my goodness, that too. I just thought about it. I thought I had it bad missing my graduation and prom, but in like 5 to 6 hours, these kids gonna be missing out on every single major experience from middle school to high school and probably some college. I just wouldn't cope with that. But even excluding my deep thoughts, they still got some weird stuff going on in this movie. Like the fact that the 2 youngest kids end up having a baby a couple hours ago.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What type of... Hell no.
By and they go from practically toddlers to teen parent.
Yeah, that shit kind of weird, bro.
It's like, yuck. This next one comes in from Saj from the Discord, who's been requesting this one for
Kinda
over
weird.
a
That shit
year.
weird.
I'm sorry it took me so long, my boy. I'm sorry. And the movie he suggested was Donnie Darko.
What the fuck is this shit, bro? Why is there only horror movies in this thing, bro?
This movie, unlike any of the ones I've gone over before, is weird for its very own reason. Yeah, I've gone over fever dream movies and movies about fools getting intimate with each other, but Donnie Darko's thing is how freaking confusing it is. Like, it doesn't make sense up to the end, but even when the end comes, it's like, what just happened? I'm gonna do my best job at explaining it, so if you're confused at the start, don't worry. I got valedictorian in kindergarten. This movie is about a high school kid named Donnie Darko, and you can tell by his name, this dude is not normal. Aside from the fact that he might be mentally ill, Donnie sleepwalks and wakes up in random places. He talks back and disrespects his parents. And I'm talking like stereotypical rebellious white kid type of disrespect, like, get out of my effing room, mom. That type of disrespect. Point is, Donnie is a weird kid, or at the very least, interesting. But one night, things got a little more interesting for Donnie. After being awoken and lured out his crib by the voice of this, you won't even believe it, giant, 6 foot tall, creepy looking bunny rabbit, yeah, you heard me, Donnie survived what would have been his death when a giant jet engine crashes into his bedroom while he was out. Don't ask no questions yet. And to add to the craziness, Bonnie over here tells Donnie that in 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes and 12 seconds, the world will end. Time out. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? In a matter of 12 minutes, this movie went from maybe a coming of age movie to perhaps a comedy movie to possibly a thriller / horror movie to now an end of the world movie. What is happening? But this omen was only the start of the weirdness, because after this, Donnie starts experiencing stranger and stranger things. Yeah, I see what I did there. As we get closer to this quote unquote end of the world. And this just makes things more confusing. He starts hearing Bugs Bunny talk to him more often. He sees strange things coming out of people and out of himself. A random old lady comes up to him and whispers stuff in his ear, like, back up. And weirdest of all, he almost whacks it in front of his therapist. What does this have to to do with saving the world.
What?
When I was watching this, I was just like how some of you are right now. No clue what's going on, just along for the ride. And that's without me mentioning that Bad Bunny over here was making Donnie do random things like flooding the school, burning this weirdo guy's house down, learning about time travel. What? Ah, my head. These get so confusing in this movie that people are convinced that Donnie's just schizophrenic and imagining all this. And honestly, that was my first theory too. Because the longer this movie goes on, the more questions arise. Who is the bunny? What does the bunny want? Why is the world connected? What is all this stuff Donnie see? Why did he make him flood the school? Why did he make him burn the house down? And most importantly, why? Why? Was he about to whack it in front of his therapist? Just kidding. The big question is, why does Donnie die at the end? Yeah, he dies. 1 second the world is ending, Donnie is next to his dead girlfriend, and the next, he's back at the beginning of the movie, laughing, and gets crushed by the jet turbine. This junk just gets more and more confusing, but it's peak, so I watch how to understand it. So, you know what? I'm tired of explaining with words. I rewrote this script, no joke, like 5 times, and every time I get to the ending, I end up confused. So I got y'all. I found a way to simply explain everything that goes on in this movie, and it's gonna blow y'all minds. How we feeling? So I ain't wasting no time. If you
see, I'm too good for all of this shit, bro.
couldn't piece it together, which I don't blame you. Donnie Darko is about surprise time travel. Hence why I have this regular universe line right here. It's a regular universe, stable, probably has a good job. I don't have to point that. Point is, pretty much this line was the regular timeline. That's where we see Donnie wake up in the mountains, yell at his parents, "Get out of my effing room, mom," you know, all that stuff. But then there was a glitch in the space-time continuum or something that created an alternate universe, or the tangent universe. All right, y'all following? And this tangent universe is where the entire movie takes place. Boom, that's shocker number 1. But although it's only a little different than the regular universe, this universe is kind of not supposed to exist. It's unstable, which is why the Energizer Bunny told Donnie that the world was gonna end, because this universe existing was going to create a black hole that would consume the regular one and the tangent one. Y'all still with me? We making progress. Now, the only way for that to be fixed was for Frank, who's the bunny, to guide and help Donnie save the world. Which is why he makes him do little tasks like flooding the school, learning about time travel, burning that dude's house down. All that stuff that we thought was just random, or Donnie just being a paranoid schizophrenic, was all according to plan. Well then, what about the ending? Why does Donnie die? Because on top of time travel, this movie is also about self-sacrifice. In order for his main timeline loved ones and universe to be saved, Donnie had to pretty much sacrifice himself and allow that jet turbine from the beginning of the movie to crush him. In turn, killing him, saving the universe, and allowing all the people he cares about to live. But to them, it all just felt like a dream, which is why at the end, they're all looking at each other like, hey, I think I know you, even though I don't. So, did that make sense? Yeah, if you ain't get it, I'm not gonna lie, I can't explain it more than that. Just imagine it's like some Attack on Titan type time loop, but just a little more complex. This one was sent in by Dion_McDonald086 on Instagram. Mr. McDonald, you getting blocked for sending this movie. No, don't laugh. I'm being serious. Now, I discovered this movie in 7th grade, and I haven't been the same since. Because this movie is quite literally the definition of weird. I don't even want to go over it, honestly. I don't want to put y'all through what I went through. But I'ma try. Dion said try, so now I gotta try. This movie is about a family of 3, the Johnsons. Now, what's so strange about them? Well, the son is in love with his father. Hold the shock, it only gets weirder. So this love, quote unquote, is one-sided. Thankfully. But the son doesn't seem to care whether or not his dad feels the same, because he spends the next few years, I can't even say it, y'all. I can't. He spends the next few years just doing what he pleases with his father. Again, I like to emphasize, his father does not feel the same. So put 2 and 2 together, what's happening? Yep. Now you can be shocked. And that's what this whole movie is built around. The weirdo son's actions and how they affect not only the father, but the family as a whole. And it's horrifying. Seeing the light disappear from the dad's eyes over the years, seeing him too scared to even stand up for himself, seeing the mom just sit there and let it happen, it's all just... it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, this movie is weird. Don't watch it. I'm serious. No, look at this picture of me. Do not watch it. I'm not gonna continue to explain anything else that happened. Just know the father ends up dying and the mother kills the son after he tells his mom he loved his dad more than she ever could. Okay. What a movie. Thank you, Dion. This last one comes in from Rob Ru.
That's gotta be one of the weirdest things I've ever fucking heard in my life, bruh. Like, nah. Nah,
One
boy.
on Instagram who submitted the movie Tusk. Y'all couldn't get me to do Human Centipede, so y'all sent me Tusk, huh? Y'all think y'all clever? If you've never seen this movie, I envy you. This movie's one of the grossest, most horrifying, most twisted things I've ever watched. And I seen that one video a long time ago with the girls in that cup. In this one, we follow this podcaster guy named Wallace who interviews interesting internet people. Imagine like a Joe Rogan, but instead of interviewing Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's interviewing the D's Nuts guy. And one day when he's scheduled to interview this guy from Canada, things go left. It turns out the dude he came to interview, sadly, passed away. RIP. But don't worry, things were about to change for Wallace. Really change. Because while taking a leak in the bathroom, Wallace sees an ad written by an old man named Howard, who in exchange for some help around his crib,
Motherfuckers just got ads in the bathroom like that, bro, up of the urinals. Motherfucker touching the thing with his fucking pussy and
offers a place to stay, rent-free, and more importantly to Wallace, he offers some interesting stories. An ad you found in a public bathroom? Not sketchy at all, you gotta love it. When Wallace arrives at Mr. Howard's crib though, it was chill. Mr. Howard shows him around the house. They drink tea and share stories. This is exactly what Wallace needed for his podcast. But among those stories shared, there was one story that stood out. Howard told a story about a walrus he met that saved his life, that he named Mr. Tusk. That's an odd story. But before you can hear the rest of the story, Wallace's vision gets blurry and he passes out. Oh boy, here we go. Last chance to leave, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Wallace wakes up after passing out and sees that his leg is gone. And that's only the start, because Mr. Howard over here isn't exactly all right in the head. On top of the fact that he clearly
You deserve this, bro. You got yourself into this situation, etc. I got no, so like, what the fuck was you thinking, etc.
was the one that spiked Wallace's drink. This dude has some sort of sick obsession with that walrus he met years ago. And in an effort to relive the glory days, Mr. Howard turns Wallace into a walrus. I don't even know how I'm supposed to show this. I might have to just blur the whole screen or black and white it. But Howard does some Human Centipede type stuff and puts Wallace in a walrus suit. And this is I literally got nauseous my first time seeing this. Howard was so obsessed with that walrus he met that he's been trying to recreate him by kidnapping people and doing this to them. Yeah, Wallace isn't his first victim. And that's literally the whole film. Wallace gets turned into a walrus and Howard makes him act as such. No talking, making him eat fish, trying to make him swim. Why did y'all do this to me? Eventually we do see Wallace murk Howard after Howard wanted to give Wallace a chance to fight, because apparently that Mr. Tusk walrus he was dating so much earlier because he saved him or whatever. Yeah, Howard ate him and he feels guilty about it. So now he's like pretending Wallace is Mr. Tusk. What is this movie? And even when Wallace kills him, in his dying breath, he deems Wallace being worthy of being called Mr. Tusk. Who made this? Saddest part is none of that mattered, because at the end of the movie, he doesn't even get to turn back to normal. Instead, we see his girlfriend, probably not his girlfriend no more, let's be honest, come visit him at an animal exhibit. Yeah, they put this dude in the zoo, which is like, one, did they even try to take him out the zoo?
I mean, in that the best place with a suit. I mean, even if it wasn't in the best place, but that motherfucker is not surviving on its own or in the wild, bro. I think a zoo is the best place for him.
Maybe. And two, what kind of zoo is gonna keep this thing? GG's. This one ends with his girlfriend and his friend leaving him after feeding him a
Yeah, yo, bitch, go on, bro.
fish. Yo, that's so foul. In the final shot of the movie is Wallace the walrus now shedding a tear. Yeah, this was weird. And moral of the story, chicken jockey. Poppy, we have doom buggy.
What the fuck is that? Hey, bro, some of these people who made these movies need their brains need to be studied, bro. Shout out to JP for the fucking video guy. Always got fire videos.